It is believed that in order to have a satisfactory existence, you have to pursue a dream or a goal. You have to get somewhere specific, or else you will forever turn in circles in search of a better life. What is almost always looked over is that, even though you seem to be getting closer towards a goal which will fulfill you in the future, you actually are constantly in a satisfactory position, even if you seem to keep failing at what you are trying to accomplish, even if everything is a mess from your perspective. All of that is actually a satisfactory position. Consider this for a moment. Most people spend their entire lives feeling insufficient and lacking. And then, every time they move towards a better position in life, they keep referring themselves to their own projections and convictions of the past. This is like building a sandcastle right at the edge of the sea. It will eventually collapse. What happens then is that one gets completely stuck in a vicious circle of trying to improve oneself on the basis of being inherently defective and maybe even unworthy of such improvements. It's like a smoker trying to quit smoking. Every time he tries to quit, he thinks of how bad smoking is. He sees how his health has degraded and how bad his breath is. He looks at his life and sees how he cannot even read a book without smoking one every 30 minutes or so. And then he proudly says, "I will quit for good this time. I am such a loser for smoking. I will change that today." And a few days later, he says to himself, "Well, I cannot just quit. I am not prepared for this. I will smoke a cigarette to calm myself down and figure a better solution in the future." He gets hijacked by his own insecurities and fails to quit, so he keeps smoking. The basis on which he stopped smoking is wrong, is the same basis on which he started in the first place. It is a position of lack and powerlessness. What might be more lucrative is to see himself in this exact instant as free to choose when to pick up a cigarette or not. Maybe he will gradually go from 2 packs a day to 10 cigarettes per day in a few months, or maybe not. No one knows what will happen. And if he will still choose to smoke 2 packs a day, that is, after all, his own desire, and he should not blame himself for it. However, desires change, nothing is fixed. The point I am trying to say with all of this is that by seeing your own freedom right now in this instant, you are actually seeing the waves of the past which you try to keep at bay, and also you are seeing the sand castles that you are trying to build. You see both at the same time. You see that there are tendencies of the mind to stick to its own conditioning, and you may not be able to completely eradicate all of that conditioning. However, you see yourself as free from the very beginning. From this standpoint, it is easier to relax and pick your pursuits for the future. Then, you work towards them, not as if they are necessary for your own happiness, but as if you are genuinely curious and happy to explore them. Yes, you are curious to explore how it might even feel to experience his headaches from not smoking. You don't see them as bad or good, you just see them. Happiness is a myth. It does not come from the future. What I would call happiness is actually the relief that right now nothing is missing, and that I can explore life with its ups and downs no matter the circumstances or outcomes. All of these are part of the fullness of life, and discovering how to explore these in a healthy manner is part of life.